What's up, Augustas? What's up, everyone tuning in to a live or bonus reaction to both Game 5s of today. I don't know how to start, but I'll say the EuroLeague, the best part of EuroLeague is unfortunately over, but it's over in the best way possible. We had two incredible Game 5s, one with huge drama at the end. The second one also had drama until probably the 8th minute of the fourth quarter. And we'll probably start there with Panathinaikos advancing to the Final Four for the second year in a row. What's your reactions, emotions, and so on?
I mean, it was a weird game. I can say it like this because, it wasn't beautiful. I don't know about you guys. You probably agree this Game 5 was not beautiful at all. It was beautiful for Panathinaikos at the start, 31-11, 36-13, plus 23. That was the biggest lead. After that, it was a brutal game to watch. The percentages just terrible from both teams. At least Panathinaikos had so many wide open shots that they missed. There were two instances where PAO had like 3 shots in one possession. So like 2 offensive rebounds twice in 2 sequences. Missed all 6 shots. 3 there. And kudos for Anadolu Efes. I think we have to start with them first because they really made PAO work hard this series. I mean, Kendrick Nunn, even today, he struggled. He had only 1 great game. Suliauskas, not in his top performance also today, but they made PAO work. They made PAO, and the whole Oaxaca arena, in the second half was kind of,
nervous for sure.
Nervous. The pressure was also, the pressure was felt. So, but yeah, in the end, PAO prevailed. Another Final Four for them. And what we said here throughout the whole season, PAO need a home court advantage to be in the Final Four. It definitely helped today because that start and, in the end, I think it helped hugely them. And I mean, that start was just an amazing one.
You mentioned 2 players who we usually see as the leaders for Panathinaikos, but it wasn't about those guys today. It was about Osman improving on his career high in a following game. He just got 22 points in the last one, 26 this game, working on both ends of the floor, working offensively, running. He's one of the fastest forwards, if not the fastest forward in the EuroLeague right now. The way he runs on the fast breaks, the way he gets into those into the paint, and generally speaking, I thought he had probably his best game so far in the EuroLeague ever. And the other guy we must mention is Gabriel.
Before we go to, I think, who was the MVP of this game, Gabriel. I know the stats don't say it because, Gytis Osman definitely the MVP, 28 points, 32 efficiency. That's his career high in the EuroLeague. Just a minute about him, his stats during this series. Only 1 game not in single digits, 9 points in game 3. But overall, 17.2 point average in this series, shooting 38% from free, 4 rebounds a match, and he turned the ball over, Gytis, twice.
In the whole series?
In 128 minutes.
Wow.
And with the amount of pressure he was putting after every defensive rebound, I still remember doing a video about him when PAO signed him. And that was one of the main points, let's say, what I mentioned, just his pressure to the opponents in transition. I don't know how. He's often like the first guy to start his sprint, but he's also just very quick, what you emphasized. And today he was phenomenal again. And also, he benefited throughout the series, because of all the attention Suliauskas and Kendrick Nunn got. They always saw 2 people nearby. So Osman had a lot of closeout situations where he was amazing. He made some threes today, 4 out of 7. And
it's a huge advantage to have a guy from the forward position who can also play with the ball. Let's say you got Suliauskas and Nunn grabbing all the attention, and Grant as well. We'll get to him as well. But it's a huge advantage to have a guy who can create his own shots sometimes. He made some shots that wasn't just a catch and shoot as well. He took the ball sometimes and just pulled up for some three-pointers. But generally speaking, I'm just amazed by his energy and the way he looked at the end of the first quarter when he played 9 minutes straight. I thought he was completely exhausted, and understandably so, running so much. But I feel like what we were talking about with the home advantage, the Owaka energy just kind of pushed him through this game. He played 30 minutes. It wasn't even the most in the team in these shortened Ataman rotations. Actually, I was surprised to see just now on the box score 37 minutes for Jerian Grant. So, yeah, this is Ergin Ataman playoffs basketball right now.
And talking about those minutes, some really, really interesting choices there. But, kudos to Jerian Grant. I think, he played some amazing defense. I think Elijah Bryant and Shane Larkin couldn't do anything basically today. And, Larkin shot 4 of 13, 4 assists, 3 turnovers. Elijah Bryant, he got 16 points, but he needed 13 shots to do that. And I mentioned PAO generated very great open looks. Efes did not have that. And, it's not only thanks to Jerian Grant, not at all, because it was a team effort from PAO. I mean, even Kendrick Nunn played some solid defense today. And in some moments, not what we've seen in the other games. But Jerian Grant, not the hero probably we expected to see. Yeah. Okay, Kendrick Nunn struggling. We still expected Kostas Lukas in the fourth quarter to close out the game. Jerian Grant, when PAO was up by 4, 2 huge shots to basically seal the deal. And, I was like, why is not those other 2 guys with the ball? And Jerian Grant still delivered. So, big shots by him. But I think we have to talk about the MVP of this game.
Yes, and that is Wenyen Gabriel, who literally changed the game. And in many ways, I mean, in the first half, his energy on offensive glass, how many offensive rebounds he got, how many times he went back up, how many times even he just impacted shots. Not necessarily got a block of it. Sometimes it was called a foul, but in the paint, if Efes gets in the paint, you know that there's Wenyen Gabriel just lurking to block your shot. And there was some hesitation from Efes's players there. In general, his energy was incredible. And I thought, when he got his 4th foul, he got out of the game. I think it was like 3 minutes left, 3 minutes into the third quarter. He was out, and right away, you see Yurtseven struggling mightily in this game, really just not grabbing any of the balls. All the passes he got seemed like his hands were like with butter or something. Then even we saw Tibor Pleiss getting some minutes just because of how bad Yurtseven looked in this game. Mitoglu then stepped in, I think, and did a great job hitting some good shots from the outside. But my point with Wenyen Gabriel, 4 fouls. He comes back in with, I think was 9 minutes left or so. And we even placed bets, when is Wenyen Gabriel fouling out? Is it in 2 minutes, in 3 minutes, and so on? You gave like 5 minutes, but he didn't foul out. He played the whole game. And from the moment he stepped back on the court, PAO's defense was impeccable. I mean, sure, there were some open shots Efes missed, but I'll tell you, all the points that came in the first half of the fourth quarter from Efes, it was 4 free throws and 1 3-pointer by Dozier, which is, sometimes he can make one, but most of the time he probably won't. And that was it for 6 minutes of the fourth quarter for Efes. And from there, I mean, we talked about the clutch shots from Grant, but I thought that set the tone, that defense from PAO, the physical defense, and the physicality was really felt throughout the whole game, to be honest, from the beginning to the end. Maybe there was a bit of a dip at some point, but generally I feel like defense won for PAO in this game.
Yeah, Gytis, what's that shirt you're wearing, by the way?
This shirt is called, I think, Too Small for Us. And you can find it in BasketNews, shop.basketnews.com, as well as many other Greek-themed, Turkish-themed, and many other EuroLeague-themed t-shirts.
Before we move on to talking to some other points about this game, I'm just reading the live chat, and some people Of course, a lot of people saying we are going for the 8th star. Oh, somebody, Erica, is saying Greek final loading.
I mean, there's a lot of loading. 8-star loading.
I see some voodoo.
Yeah, voodoo.
We heard that in the final minute. We heard that. Shout out to our colleague Suliauskas for actually predicting that. But I guess that was not that hard. Somebody is booking tickets to Abu Dhabi.
Well, I just hope with your ticket you also get this jersey, this T-shirt, because I would love to see you guys in this merch. And maybe, you know, if things go well for PAO, we'll add a little next start to 7 of these here. But we'll see.
Somebody writing comments in Greek language. Sorry, but we can't really understand that.
Yeah. And okay, someone says Efes lost the game in the first quarter, which I don't agree with. They had their chances. They just were missing shots. I think they went 0-5 in the first 6 minutes from 3. So they literally missed every three-pointer. There were some good shots, some open ones from the corners. In general, I felt throughout the game there were some lapses on defense in both teams. Like both teams let some shooters shoot from the corners wide open. Yeah. Just really bad shooting night for most of the players in this game.
But you know, it was the theme throughout the series. You know, the whole attention is on 2 guys on both teams, Bryant and Larkin. Suliauskas and Nunn. I did not think PAO had great ball movement in this game. Like you could see some possessions where like Juancho is sitting in the corner on the offense and he's like, Kendrick Nunn plays the pick and roll, passes to Suliauskas on the other wing, and Suliauskas does not move the ball to the corner where like the closeout is the longer, and Juancho is like, okay guys, I'll just chill in the corner. Why are you not like moving the ball around? So I thought sometimes these two took a little bit too much of the attention. But I mean, PAO still got so many open shots. They could have closed out the game earlier. But I agree, like Efes still had chances despite that horrible first quarter, and that first quarter was amazing by PAO. So and you know, Juancho played the entire 13 minutes straight. Benny and Gabriel played 13 minutes straight to start. Like Ergin Ataman saw that lineup was working, and he just kept going, and it was really amazing. I mean, you mentioned that possession. Gytis Osman was in the corner for like 10 seconds, hands on his knees, just, you know, waiting, resting, just catching a breath. Suliauskas makes a perfect read on that pick and roll. Really nice skip pass. Gytis Osman hits a free, and he's like playing a couple more minutes because of just that energy he just got, like a boost after making that free. So, but yeah, I thought Efes had chances, but I'm not sure about Benny and Gabriel's plus minus because there's still, the stats are not refreshed. We'll have to wait for that. But I think his plus minus today will be around 20. If not 30, you know, they won the game by 8. He probably had around 20.
I don't even need any stats to look at. I just saw the game and I saw his impact. That's all I like. The eye test said it all.
Yeah, I don't need.
The eye test said it all.
I don't need it. I don't either. But it's just it's interesting to see. You know, always those stats.
And now they're gonna be facing Fenerbahce, if I'm not mistaken, right? In the semifinal. Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see. There was another quarterfinal, game 5. Before we get there, though, we got to give a shout out to our partners, Trace and Chase, who got us a little hobby box again. A hobby box with 4 packs in here, 12 cards in each pack, and we can pack an autographed card. And if you want to get some collectible EuroLeague updated this season's cards, visit traceandchase.com and use our code BasketNews5 for an exclusive discount. Now, Augustas, I want to play a game with you, as we usually do. I'll give you a card. I'll show you a card, and you can either pick it for your starting 5 or you skip it.
All right, let's go.
Decide on the spot. First card, Kavarius Hayes, Paris Basketball. Skip. Next up, we got Filip Petrushev, also a regular card.
I'm skipping that.
Regular
card, I'm skipping.
Okay, I'm not even going to try Nicholas Rogkovopoulos.
Skip that.
Okay.
Although he's great this season.
Mirsad Turkcan legendary card.
I have to
gotta
take
get a legend, and you gotta
legendary, and
you gotta fix your image in front of the Fenerbahce fans now. I feel like
come on, guys.
You gotta pick one.
Come on, guys.
Ooh, this one is nice. Yusufa Fall, shiny little silvery card, but I feel like you're gonna.
He was balling today, but I'm afraid he's have to fall in that category.
Okay, and next up, Vanya Marinkovic.
Pass.
Damn, you
give
have
me some good cards. Give me some power cards, man.
6 cards left, so
and I need
we'll
to take
see.
4.
Kozur, Fabian Kozur.
I have to take him.
You have to take him.
I have to take him.
You
at this
have 5
point.
more cards. Think about it. You have 4 spots, 5 more cards.
Okay, let's go. Skipping it.
We'll see. Maybe your patience will pay. Okay, Matteo Spaniolo Unleashed.
Just because it's a super nice card Unleashed, I'm taking Matteo Spaniolo.
Maybe, I don't know if I should actually advise you anymore. Campasso, crunch time. I feel like you're taking that one. Yeah.
He said he's watching our program, so I'm definitely taking him.
Now, this is ironic.
Olympiacos team logo. Guys, should I take it or should I drop it?
I feel
2
like
cards left there, right?
2 cards, yeah.
Let's go. I'm skipping PAO. I'm skipping Olympiacos logo.
Okay, next one. Baskonia team logo. Instead of Olympiacos, you got a team that didn't make the playoffs.
I'm not taking it. I'll go 4 versus 5. I don't care.
No, you gotta take it, man. You gotta take it.
No, 4 versus 5.
You gotta take it. And the last one is Sergio Yui Marvel's edition.
Oh,
okay.
Saved it a little bit. Yeah,
that's your starting 5. But now let's get to the before we do that. What is it? TraceandChase.com.
BasketNews 5 to get a discount for some really nice EuroLeague collectible cards.
And now let's talk about what Monaco had to suffer in that game 5. A lot of ups and downs, and it seemed like they weren't able to just, build a little bit of a lead. The whole game was close. The whole game was intense. What did you think it came down to?
It was quite the opposite of the second game we saw. In one game, PAO immediately built up a 20-point lead. In the other one, neither team could do that. And oh boy, I'm not sure if Vasilis Panoulis is some kind of a genius or was it just a simple luck, but Yorgos Papagiannis has not, before tonight, did not play a single minute, I think, since March, middle of March. So for almost two months, Papagiannis does not play in a single EuroLeague game. And Spanoulis registrates him for this match and froze in the second quarter. And Papagiannis basically becomes the X factor, I don't know, the main factor in this game, whatever you want to call it. The most PAR in this match, 21 from Monaco, +8 when he was on the court, 7 of 8 shooting. This guy made basically every tip in, every lob he converted from Mike, and he added 3 frees out of 3. Basically the thing Monaco lacked the most. Without him, Monaco went 4 of 13 from distance, and this guy just pops 3 times, makes 3 3-pointers, and oh my God, Vasilis Panoulis is thinking, I'm enjoying this life. This is an easy life when I have a 4-center rotation I can choose from. In Game 5, he finally makes the right decision. That was absolutely phenomenal. As I said, I'm not sure if this was planned or it was just luck, but for a player to miss 2 months, come back in Game 5 and deliver, it was kind of like, it's kind of ironic that we talk the guards rule basketball nowadays, and in one game it's Veni and Gabriel being the X factor and being like the guy that changed the game, and in the other game it's Yorgos Papagiannis that actually changed the game.
And I'll give you another name. Willy Hernan Gomez actually pushing Barcelona as well offensively out of nowhere, 16 points. And also just really just creating problems for Monaco, I thought. Generally speaking, I would say Barcelona definitely had their chance. We must go to that ending of the game.
Yeah, let's talk about that man. What did you think there?
Well, if we're talking just about the last possession where Barcelona got the ball, they're down by 1 point, I think, and they cross the half court, Kevin Punters with the ball, and I see Willy Hernan Gomez under the rim. First of all, he was open at first. Then Mike James comes to defend him. But still, that's a big mismatch. If you give the ball to Willie, I feel like he would finish from there. And instead of that, Kevin Punter just pulls up in front of Papagiannis. Super difficult shot.
An impossible shot, you could say.
Literally.
Yeah, we can go there, I think. We can go there, I think.
I mean, if we were talking about during the game that Mike James maybe is overpassing the ball sometimes and he should do a bit more what Kevin Punter is doing, taking the initiative, taking some more difficult shots, or just not passing too much, I thought that was what actually hurt Barcelona, with Kevin Punter not passing enough, and especially in that moment not passing to Willie Hernangomez.
It's a hard pass to make when you have like 6, 5, 7 seconds there. But Willie was running alone there, and it's an easy thing for us to see on the screen when we see that the closest guys are actually standing, like hugging the sidelines, the Monaco defenders. So you can make that pass because those defenders are not going to arrive. But I think Punter, when he gets the rebound, when he gets the ball, he's immediately thinking, okay, this is the last shot. I'm taking the last shot. It doesn't really matter what happens. And I thought, I'm not sure.
So you think he got like tunnel vision? Like,
yeah.
Now I'm taking a shot.
Yeah. It's because 6 seconds left. He's got in front of him Papagiannis. He's thinking I can cook him, but he's going too slow in my eyes first. Even before that, he doesn't see that pass to Willie, and it's a risky pass, and it's like you're passing to a center with 4 seconds remaining on the 3-point line. It's a risky thing, but it was probably the right thing to do. He did not do that, and it was an impossible shot, really. Like, he was just too slow, and Papagiannis did an amazing job contesting that shot. Like, the arc had to be an incredible one, and this would have been a game winner for ages. But it should have been a pass even before that, after all.
There's another guy I want to highlight, even though he wasn't the top scorer or not even close in this game, but throughout the series, Alpha Diallo, the leadership role on both ends of the floor that he had, I thought it was incredible. Every little deflection, every little time he would be assigned, to guard Kevin Punter, just in his face, always like just making life difficult for KP, and generally just being productive on both ends of the floor. I think he increased his scoring average by 3 points during the playoffs compared to the regular season. So he was a big factor that shouldn't go unnoticed. I just wanted to give a shout out to Alpha here. Anything else you thought about this series as a whole, or any closing thoughts?
I mean, in the end, Mike was still Mike.
Is Mike, yeah.
Mike is still Mike, yeah. Papagiannis was the X factor, but Mike still got 20 points. And he did it on a great shooting, like 8 for 12 in a game 5. 5 assists, 4 turnovers, a couple of, turnovers, I think, in the first half.
And that came from those unnecessary passes that we were thinking about throughout the game.
Yeah. I wanted him to be a little more selfish in the first half, but he was amazing once again, and I think Marco Pagliarico had a nice tweet about Mike James in Game 5s, because Monaco apparently always plays a Game 5, and we were also right about that because we said Monaco in 5.
Right.
Except for Donatas.
Of course.
Shout out to him who said Barca in 5. And so Mike was still Mike. He was great. Matthew Strazel played 29 minutes. So I thought that was huge, and it's incredible how much confidence Vasilis Spanoulis has in him. And sometimes it's even funny to see, because after some kind of a miscommunication or something similar like that, he's actually telling way older teammates, for example, an NBA, former NBA player, Daniel Theis, Matthew Strazel is actually dictating Theis of where to go, what to do. He's angry at him. And it's just not, it's not often that we see that in the EuroLeague, a way younger player having this kind of impact. So this was fun to see. Monaco got the W, and they're going to face Olympiacos in the semifinal. How many times these two teams have met in the past years?
And there was the playoffs. I remember went to Game 5. Feel like they played
The
in
semifinal,
the Final Four.
27-2 in Kaunas. They had that third quarter 27-2 where Monaco scored only 2 points.
I feel like just for Monaco in general, throughout this whole season, it will come down to are the guys gonna make their shots from wide open corners that they're not making most of the time. Mike creates a lot of chances for his teammates, drawing so much attention. I feel like in one game, it will come down to that. Are you going to make your open shots? If you will, you have a chance. If you don't, we've seen Monaco struggle and choke offensively sometimes.
Yeah, I just don't... After this series especially, it's not like I enjoyed Monaco a lot. I thought they should win way easier against Barcelona, and they were up 2-0, but kudos to Barca. They stepped up their game, but I still think Monaco should have won easier, and that's why I don't really know if I can trust them to play 2 great games in 3 days to get that Final Four victory, that Mike and all of his teammates really wants. It would really help Mike's legacy. Like, not really help, but it would extremely help Mike's legacy. So it'll be an interesting Final Four, but if you're asking me some super early predictions, I'm still thinking Olympiacos versus Fenerbahce in the final.
Okay, that's your picks. Well, I'm not going to make any picks now.
Come on now, do that. You can change those later.
I will definitely say Olympiacos definitely has an advantage over Monaco. I feel like with Fener, they looked like the strongest team. Obviously, the only sweep in the whole of the EuroLeague, so in the playoffs. So you would think they might be like the favorite. PAO, we saw how they can be vulnerable in this series. So, but you never know. It's one game, man. I thought last year that Real Madrid's just running through everyone and that's it. But if I had to now pick, I would also say Fener, Oli. But we'll see what we predict in our next episode. We will do a proper preview of the Final Four matchups. Thank you guys for tuning in in the middle of the night for us in Lithuania.
Yeah, I see some comments still. Gabriel, a real hero today. All my respect. Yeah, we agree with you, Costa. Greek news channel. I mean, we are just covering 2 Game 5s. How is this a Greek channel? Ali beat Real 5 times. I'm sure they can beat the Green Rabbits. And Manuel is saying Oli allows frees and Monaco doesn't shoot them well. Yeah, that's kind of true. Oh, and someone
reminded you of your prediction.
Some my fans I see in the comment section down below. Shout out to you guys.
Anyways,
my op surgery.
Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you when we'll see you.